head coach of the Titans. They've got a minute 56 to work with here in the first half. Handoff. Chris Johnson! Johnson is gone! Chris Johnson takes it the distance. 76 yards for the touchdown.
Mendenhall.
There he goes.
Mendenhall! First down inside the 30. Mendenhall keeps his footing and scores to win the game.
And stays active. Off the left side. One man to beat. And he is going to go, I think. Touchdown.
Arizona trying to jumpstart its offense. They give it to Hightower, and he'll jumpstart the offense. Inside the 40, he will go the distance. Hightower, an 80-yard touchdown run. Got a good block by his...
Brand with the shoulder injury that Chris reported on, going to the locker room. LaShawn McCoy, another big run. They're chasing him, and they won't catch him. Touchdown.
Vikings lead the Lions by 7 from the 20-yard line. Adrian Peterson. Peterson cuts to the outside. He's across midfield. And he's going to take it all the way. 80 yards for a Vikings touchdown. From the Saints 39. D'Angelo Williams cuts it back to his left. Williams picks up a first down and more. D'Angelo Williams into the end zone. Touchdown. 39 yards.
For Houston, first down at the Raider 33. And they give it to Ward over the right side, breaks a tackle, cuts it back, watch out! Can he get there? Touchdown, Houston! 33 yards. Derek Ward. Second down and 4 at the 26. Here's Foster. Oh boy! Foster! Down the sideline! Foster! Still running! Coach, could be in the game! Touchdown! Arian Foster, 74 yards!
Todd Collins checking off with Matt Forte is running back. It's Forte cutting it back. Gets some room. Forte turns it into a big one. The chase is on. Forte will win the race. Touchdown. 68 yards.
At 1 and 3, but right now Philadelphia trying to pad its advantage. And this is McCoy rumbling through the middle and right through that San Francisco defense for a touchdown.
They give it to him. Bounces it outside. Nice run. Ward down the sideline. Burst of speed. Touchdown. Houston.
4th and 5. Chris Johnson's been hanging out in the game here. I don't know if they're trying to get him 100 yards. Pop it outside, inside. Chris Johnson over 100 and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 85, Darius Hayward-Bay. He's been shut out. Darren McFadden has not been shut out. McFadden busting it to the outside. Touchdown, Raiders. They are pouring it on. And Darren McFadden is having the best game of his professional career.
Eli 7 for 7 in the quarter. He'll beat you up with the pass. He'll batter you with Brandon Jacobs. Oh, boy. To the house. Touchdown, Giants.
Doubtful that Hawkins would have been able to make the catch either way. Tennessee on the move now. Pitch. Johnson trying to get him to the outside. Johnson doubles back the other way. Chris Johnson has some room to work with. Good block by Young on the near side, and Johnson able to turn it upfield, and he goes all the way. Touchdown, Johnson. Tennessee takes it in. Terrific individual effort by Chris Johnson, 29 yards.
And Cody having the upper hand in this battle. They only need one, and they get it to Rod Stevens-Howard, who might have more. It's going to be a touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, this is what you can do when Steve Preston shows back up. You got Larry Fitzgerald on the outside.
2nd and 1. The ball is at the 38-yard line. Mendenhall, he's got room. He's inside the 30, the 20. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Steelers.
2nd and 6. Give it to him again.
Wow.
Running room on the edge. Peyton Hillis is loose. Sprint to the end zone. Touchdown. Boy, we've seen this a couple times in this.
And they hand it off to Cadillac Williams, who's going to get a first down. And Cadillac Williams is off and scores a touchdown.
Jeffrey Lurie, he and wife Christina, very much a part of the decision-making process. Jerome Harrison into the secondary. Harrison cutting back, and he might go. Jerome Harrison diving for the pylon. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown.
It's the hair.
So that you wasn't questioned. Roland Marion Barber wasn't questioned in your eyes, Mike. How about this? Kedna on the bootleg. Touchdown.
You got it.
On 4th and 1.
2nd down and 4 at the 30. Jackson running. Jackson first down and south. Fred Jackson. Exclamation point. 30 yards.
2nd down, 2nd and 3. Woodhead again staying so low, no one sees him. Still not down. Danny Woodhead takes it home for the touchdown. What a brilliant run.
That Tampa story's incredible. Yeah, really. That's what I was talking about.
And here goes Michael Turner all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. Turner was thinking of stopping, but he just kept on going into the end zone.
From just across midfield. Vick under center now. Juggles the snap, but gets it away. And McCoy has the first down and a lot more. In fact, a touchdown.
And they reverse it with Austin carrying it. Williams out in front blocking, and Miles Austin. There are no flags. Jones delivers the block. Touchdown.
And around Brad Smith. Brad Smith's going to go. 10-5 touchdown, 53 yards.
That never happens without the block of Dustin Keller.
For Chad Henne and the Raiders try to stop him to get the football back. Ricky Williams! Ricky running! Touchdown Miami! 45 yards!
The way Drew Brees and Sean Payton want it.
Street lines up at tight end, but there's a breakout, and that will be a touchdown.
From the 43. Adrian Peterson, Odom with the block. Jarris Bird, look at the speed of Peterson, shifting gears. 1st and 10. McFadden, good block by Satelli, breaking a tackle, and there he goes. It's a foot race. Cox can't get him. McFadden has scored for the 2nd time today. This time on the ground, a 51-yard gallop.
Wow. Giving it to that.
In the backfield, Jennings on 3rd down and 2. Chased by Rout. Cuts the corner. Finds room. It's a foot race. The backup running back. Here comes Branch. There goes Jennings. 74 yards. Touchdown. McFadden, dancing free in the secondary, and there he goes! He gets by Carey, stiff arms his way in for the 36-yard touchdown run! And the Raiders have come to within a point! With Jones-Drew in the backfield, a 65-yard return. And Maurice Jones-Drew with a pick. He's gone for the touchdown! A 30-yard touchdown run by Maurice Jones-Drew. And the Jaguars have recaptured the lead.
The standard to where you play through a lot of things that guys just one time didn't play through.
Here's Bradshaw breaking loose. Ahmad Bradshaw takes it home. Touchdown, Giants.
Again, they go with 2 tight ends. 1st down on the 39. LeGarrette Blount. 1st down, still on his feet. LeGarrette Blount goes in for the touchdown, and Mike Williams, the receiver, with a key block.
It seems like every time they've had something like this, they've come right back and picked up a 1st down.
Brown, left side, 30, 20, 10, touchdown!
First and 10 at the 29. Darren McFadden, a single setback play action. Will go at first. Jacoby Ford needs 1 block. Watch it. He's a sprinter. Jacoby Ford. Touchdown. Raiders. 71 yards. Tebow in the shotgun. And he decides to go with the quarterback draw. Tebow in running room. Tim Tebow. Oh, money. Tim Tebow touchdown.
And it cost him big.
Branch started his career with the Pats and got traded back from Seattle. Here's Green Ellis inside the 20. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, touchdown.
You got it. Thank you very much. 2nd down and 2. Here he comes again. Woodhead into the end zone, sprinting for 29. He did this against the Buffalo Bills back in September, early in the game, and he has another play just like it here.
If you're going to make a mistake with the throw, you've got to make it on an overthrow, not an underthrow.
This is Ward on 2nd down, and he has running room. He could go. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Let's see. Well, Jack Del Rio had just given his defense a big pep talk, and that play was a killer.
Arian Foster, running room, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! A 41-yard pass to Dreesen, a 35-yard run by Foster, and that may take the air out of the Jacksonville Sails.
4th and 1. Power package in for the Chargers. Don't be surprised if San Diego goes up top here. Pitch, stretch run, turning the corner. Matthews gets there. He's not done inside the 5. He steps in, and that could be the knockout punch. Wow. Big block by Nene.
And pure individual effort on the outside. That was Robert Ayers.
Crowd silent now, as opposed to when the Saints had the ball. Oh, look at this run. What a run. Marshawn Lynch still on his feet. Has blockers now. He's dancing his way for the touchdown.
Second down and 4, and both of the first down snaps for the Chiefs have ended up with Castle scrambling for plus yardage. And it's Charles with that great speed, taken off. Jamal Charles, no one's going to touch him. Touchdown, Kansas City. "41 yards, Jamal Charles."
They call him the Beast. That's Steven Jackson, and he is inside the 10 and a touchdown. The starting right tackle left the game earlier, Jason Smith. McCoy, a sprint to the corner, and a touchdown, no penalty flags.
And seemingly now in control. Here is a 3rd and 3 with the Browns out of timeouts, and that seals it. There is the dagger, and the Cincinnati Bengals are going to win on opening day. A 39-yard touchdown run by Benson. It puts them over 100 yards and seals the win for the Bengals. Now in, 2nd down and 3 for Fitzpatrick. Nice hole. Good block by Scott Chandler. Jackson is off to the races. Touchdown!
Third and 3. This is Sproles again. Right side. First down and more. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! A quick 30 yards to the end zone.
2nd and a yard to go, inside 4.
Sprinting to the outside, McFadden. Good block up ahead. McFadden cuts back. McFadden's taken off all the way for the touchdown. The longest run of his career.
Still on his feet. A race to the end zone. 10, 5, touchdown.
And the block that made that happen was Owen Daniels.
One to the right. Patiently waiting. LeGarrette Blount. Inside the 10. Inside the 5.
Buccaneer fans need to get a ticket to come and watch LeGarrette Blount.
We have no signal yet. Now they say touchdown.
And there's the pitch to D'Angelo Williams. Williams into Saints territory. Touchdown.
Stafford and the Lions take over from the 12 in search of a running game. There goes Javid Best. Merriweather chasing. Not going to get him. Javid Best all the way home. Touchdown, Detroit.
That's hard to believe. Nobody touched him.
But it's early.
Second drive of the game for the Bills. And there goes Freddie Jackson taking off. Foot race inside the 20. Cuts back. Let him move to escape the last giant.
Touchdown, Fred Jackson, 80 yards.
That move said it all about Fred Jackson.
Second down and 1. Hand off to Forte. And Forte picks up another first down and more. He is inside the 10 and will take it in for a Bears touchdown, 32 yards.
Romo on a delay, hands off to Murray, DeMarco Murray. Going all the way for the touchdown. 91 yards for the score.
And the Broncos from their own 40-yard line with 6 seconds to play here in the third quarter. McGahee with a big hole up the middle. McGahee off to the races. 20, 10, touchdown. Quick yards.
Wow. The guys that play with that type of effort. Two phenomenal athletes here tonight. Here's McCoy. Jason Peters in front of him. Green grass in front of him. LaShawn McCoy, touchdown!
Now first down for Tampa Bay. They needed that completion to Ben, and now they get a good run from Blunt. He won't go down. LeGarrette Blunt, what a run! One of the best of the year, LeGarrette Blunt, all the way, and he broke tackles at every step. Wow, what a run.
Big third down for the Redskins. Quick toss, Halou. Hurdles the man, and he's still going. Roy Halou will score. No flags are down, count it. 28 yards on the quick toss. He jumped over Roy Lewis.
Vintage Saints, a very high-tech organization. Flip to Ingram with the first down and more. There's Ingram scoring against the team his dad starred for. You got all these receivers, all these passing stats, and you forget they have 3 great backs.
Seahawks at the Eagles 40. Lynch cuts outside. He might be gone. He is. Touchdown.
The first Super Bowl quarterback got the Seahawks there in the 05-06 season as Johnson bounces through the Buffalo defense, still going to the 10-5, and the officials say touchdown.
Second and 10, give Williams. Williams with a breakout. D'Angelo Williams will score. Count it, no flags. 74 yards.
Here and here should have that written all over him, and Rudolph's on the backside. Those are your biggest targets.
Blitz coming. Webb steps out of it. And for a third straight time, he runs for a first down, and this one may go the distance, and it will for a touchdown. Joe Webb goes 50.
First down at the 37 of Arizona. Up the middle, Gore, best run of the day, and it may get him 6. Touchdowns, 49ers.
League-leading 24th pick of the season. 6 more than anyone else in the league as they go to Grant. Grant has running room. Grant inside the 30. Grant inside the 10, and he's got the touchdown. Ryan Grant had not had a run of 10 yards or longer since September. And he takes it here 47 yards.
As a quarterback in the NFL where he's actually played in the game and thrown a pass. Donald Brown breaking free initially. And Brown off to the races. Donald Brown down the sideline. He's gone. Touchdown. Indianapolis.
No flags. Put it on the board.
The Chiefs off. Clay is the fullback, and Reggie Bush with a big hole, hurdling a defender, and there he goes. And the dagger for the Miami Dolphins. Reggie Bush streaking 76 yards.
Just as much as those sacks over the course of a season.
Jamal Westerman with the hit. Here's McCoy. Beautiful cutback. McCoy. Touchdown. Jeremy Maclin with a terrific block.
3 wide receivers. Olsen, the tight end motion. Newton's got it, and he's got a big hole. Cam Newton taking off. Will they get him? Touchdown! "49-yard touchdown run by Cam Newton. That's a high. And there's some high fives for another Christmas gift presented by Cam Newton.
A good job by LaFell to make that catch. From the 29, they hand off to Stewart. Look at that room to run. A touchdown from Jonathan Stewart. 29 yards and touchdown number 4 for number 28.
Finally got over the hump, swept Pittsburgh, but they still need a win to ensure the big seed. Handoff to Ray Rice, and he's off to the races. Rice will take it all the way. Touchdown Ravens, 70 yards. What a rip by Rice.
Second down at the Arizona 48. Leon Washington carries. And there's a good hole. Washington, he might go all the way. Washington dives for the corner. The official was taken out. The signal is touchdown. Patrick Peterson tried to cut off Leon Washington.
The thing you were concerned with, you had him covered, but you still couldn't get the ball out of there because he's so good using that body as Michael Turner busts through once again.
And talk about using your body. Here is Michael Turner, who's gone over 100 yards and will go in for the touchdown. Michael Turner, 81 yards.
Handoff, Rice. First down and more. Ray Rice breaking to the clear. Rice is in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Play clock. Just got it off in time as Foster breaks down the sideline, uses his blockers, still going for the touchdown.
'49ers empty the backfield. Smith on third down. He will take it himself for a first down and more. Alex Smith is in. Touchdown.
Buffalo at its 44. C.J. Spiller finds the running room, breaks tackles to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaRon Landry tried to wrap him up and could not.
JB and Dan, thank you very much. First and 10, the delay to Richardson with running room. Trent Richardson will score.
Go, go. Career high 7 catches for Hartline. First and 10. Bush, a lead blocker ahead. That is Lane, and there he goes. Reggie Bush, touchdown!
Maurice Jones-Drew had a productive first half. And an open field to the end zone. Maurice Jones-Drew will score. Wow, 59 yards.
We spoke about adjustments in the first half and at halftime, and Mike Mularkey obviously.
They continue to play it all season.
This is Charles, left side, running room, on his way, up the sideline. Can he outrun the defense? He is on his way and gone. No flags on the field.
Well, I mentioned how about Kansas City's got to do something.
Down to 4. Palmer made a change at the line of scrimmage. Running play, big hole. McFadden! Darren McFadden! Touchdown, Raiders! McFadden takes it the distance.
You can see 8 plays in the territory of the opponent. That's what the Chargers have been doing all day.
Fullback Aegis and Winston throwing blocks and cutting back is Charles, and he's got room. The door is open, and here he goes. Touchdown.
For all of their receiver weapons.
Hand off to Alfred Morris. First guy misses. Here he goes. Second guy misses. Alfred Morris. Redskin touchdown. He hit it out of the park.
I'm not sure he has half the top off in front.
Here's David Wilson. Look at him go. Welcome to the game, 22.
Well, how's that for some blocking by the New York Giants up front? Trailing only Sid Luckman. Cutler with 70 touchdown throws. He had been tied for second with Billy Wade, and Armando Allen breaks free. Allen takes it all the way for another Bears touchdown.
Vikings led 9-0. Washington scored 24 unanswered points. Tough game here, and here is RG3. He's going to run for the first down, and still on his feet. RG3 is going to outrace everybody. Second and 10. And there's a handoff to Martin. Doug Martin, first down to the 15, and Martin is going to score. 36-yard touchdown run by the rookie Doug Martin.
17-yard line. Chris Johnson is the feature back. Johnson finds the hole. He can explode, and he does. Down to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Rich coming in.
Now let's see if they go back to the ground to Adrian Peterson. And Adrian Peterson pops it into the secondary. Peterson at midfield. Foot race now. Adrian Peterson's going to win that race. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Took the job away from Matt Flynn, who was signed as a free agent. The pitch to Marshawn Lynch. And he's got room. First down, and there goes Lynch. Marshawn Lynch. I don't think anybody could catch him. It's a touchdown, Seattle. 77 yards.
One of the top receivers in the game right now.
Still 10-20 to go, and Johnson with a big burst into the secondary. And he races right by would-be defenders, and he will go the distance for a touchdown. 80-yard run for Johnson, who already has the NFL record for 80-yard touchdown runs. That is his 5th.
Out. Here's Martin. Straight ahead. Doug Martin. Second down and 9 from the 33. They go to Martin. Martin off the left side, breaks a tackle, and here's Martin again. By the way, he gained 143 yards on 9 carries in the third quarter. Picks up where he left off, breaks a tackle, trying to outrace the defender, and he will.
Lead on the Giants. On second and 10, it's Chris Ivory cutting to the outside. He turns the corner, picks up a Saints first down and more. Ivory still going. One man to beat. Fends off Dante Robinson, and he is in for a 56-yard touchdown run.
Perhaps the toughest division in football the rest of the way. First down and 15. Here is Peterson with a burst. Peterson, first down. Peterson! He's going to go all the way. Touchdown with the high step.
And they empty the backfield as he sets up to the left side. And Leftwich dancing, buying some time. And Leftwich will take off. And Leftwich is inside the 20. And can you believe that for a start? Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chavez hit his last 8 passes before that one, and here they go with Forsett. He didn't think he was down, and he's still going, and the officials are acting like it's still a live play. Forsett taking it all the way, and still no signal that he was down.
You cannot hear the whistle on the field.
Green Ellis with the first down. It's some running room, and he bursts through. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. And no signal. They're talking it over.
It looked like he got in from up here. All he's got to do is get that ball inside the pylon.
That's a tall order when you lose 4 starters.
Then you have your backup quarterback and running back, but Bryce Brown is putting on a show tonight. Here goes Brown. Can they get him? No! What a run! Bryce Brown, welcome to the NFL.
I love pro football. Every year you discover a new star.
It seems like Washington and Dallas still alive. First down for Adrian Peterson down the sideline. Adrian Peterson is inside the 20 and going to score. Touchdown, Peterson. Vikings take the lead. 82 yards for the game's best back.
His intentions have been over the years.
Second 3, Jackson to the outside, make it Spiller to the 20, to the 10, end zone touchdown. C.J. Spiller with an electrifying run from 44 yards. And Buffalo putting this game away.
Second and 10. Take the foot toss. Look at Rice maneuvering. Ray Rice takes off inside the 20, and he's going in for the touchdown. 34 yards. Ray Rice.
Jamal Charles, nice hole, and a big game, and Charles is loose. Jamal Charles up the sideline, and he will score for Kansas City on the first play from scrimmage.
And if that happened, everyone was in trouble. Newton running. Newton gets to the corner. Cam down the sideline. Cam Newton. Hesitation. Still on his feet. Cam Newton. Touchdown, Carolina. What a play. Superman.
He's recovered his fumble. Here's another big third down. 3rd and 5. Kaepernick keeping it again. And he's on his way. Kaepernick.
You want to ask me again?
Touchdown 49ers.
You want to ask that question again?
Boy, they can relax, that's for sure. This thing's going to come right down to the wire. Toss to Wilson, running left. He's got room. He's got speed. He's got his 3rd touchdown of the day.
And Rodgers escapes, gets out of trouble, runs for a first down and a whole lot more. In fact, runs for a touchdown. Turns a near sack into a 27-yard run for a touchdown. And for the first time tonight, the Packers have the lead.
And it's usually their time of year. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff. Adrian Peterson. Uh-oh! Watch out! A.D. sprinting. Touchdown, Minnesota. 82 yards. And you said, partner, it was only a matter of time.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm in Canton. Could it have something to do with Barry Sanders? Yeah. As Beanie Wells gets to the outside. Beanie. Yeah, what do you
you say? Touchdown!
After the gain of 1, Johnson running left again, and the man has had long touchdowns in his career. Could have another one. There goes Johnson, and they won't catch him. Touchdown, 94 yards.
Where they've outgained the Colts offensively.
Jamal Charles, 10 carries for 48 yards. He gets the football to start the second half and has some running room. Jamal Charles cuts it back, and now it's a foot race. Jamal Charles, wow! 86 yards.
It's a zone type of coverage. Boy, and Williams has been hot today, and there he goes. This one could go house. It will. No flags counted. 54 yards.
First down on the 40-yard line of Atlanta. Here is Martin. Martin with a break, and Martin's still going. Martin to the 10. He's going to score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Thomas Deku and Chris Hope both had shots.
That play you just saw is the hardest thing that they do in this offense to stop.
In field goal range at the 33. Morris exploits a hole. There he goes. Morris to the end zone. Touchdown.
It's Lynch. First down. Still going. Gets a block from his quarterback and is in for the touchdown. How about the rookie quarterback sprinting downfield to get in front of Marshawn Lynch to help get him into the end zone. Second down and 4. Kaepernick keeps it. Fooled everybody. Colin Kaepernick. What a game. Touchdown.
First offensive play for Minnesota, and naturally you hand it to Adrian Peterson across midfield. And Peterson on the first play from scrimmage will go the distance for a touchdown. 78 yards on Peterson's first touch in a season where his quest is 2,500 rushing yards. Oh, good.
Loss of 4. Off the great first half, LaShawn McCoy. What a move by McCoy. Look at McCoy. What a run. Eagle touchdown. Oh.
That'll be on one of the top plays of the week shows.
McCoy burst into the secondary. Goodbye. Touchdown. And it's Gore. And he breaks free. Frank Gore heading to the end zone on 4th and inches. A 34-yard touchdown. So he adds to his big first half with another long run. This one good for a score.
For me and those watching at home. And they pitch it to Forte. He's inside the 30, and Forte will dance his way to the end zone. 53-yard run by Matt Forte.
Their best starting point of the day. And it's Peterson. He's got a little lane here, and he exposes it. Inside the 30, inside the 20, and Adrian Peterson takes it home.
Give it right back to Bush. Leaps out of one tackler. Reggie Bush to the end zone.
Four catches for 100 yards for Tompkins. And a huge hole here for Blunt. LeGarrette Blount inside the 10, all the way to the end zone. LeGarrette Blount, 47 yards. So it's 3rd and 19. And Bob and Jonathan Kraft can't believe what they've just seen.
Came back to the football and good run after the catch. Well, the Bills already out to the 46-yard line. And go and hurry up. And a cutback run by C.J. Spiller. C.J. Spiller, open field. 30. He's gone. C.J. Spiller, bad ankle and all. Touchdown, Buffalo. Wow.
Jumping up front, and this is a free play because it's going to be offside against Dallas, and going all the way to the end zone for a touchdown is Morris. The Cowboys jumped on the left side of the line, so it's a free play. Off they go, and it's a 45-yard touchdown run.
2nd down and 2. Inside handoff to Forte, and he picks up a first down and more. Forte still going. Inside the 10. Zone, touchdown, 50 yards, Matt Forte.
They hand off, it's Pryor. Lot of real estate to the 30. Pryor is off and running. Inside Steelers territory, 20, 10, and Pryor is in. 93 yards. And the Raiders storming out of the gate.
Well, they had a bye week, and they had an opportunity to get some of these young guys. We saw Atlanta post-bye week. As you see another rookie in Ellington.
And Ellington has some room. And the speed. Andre Ellington, 80 yards.
2 interceptions, no touchdowns for Dalton so far. Here's the toss to Bernard. Whoa. Got away from Grimes, trying to go the other way, and he's got blockers, including his quarterback, Giovanni Bernard, weaving his way for the Bengals. He might take it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Holy mackerel.
Are you kidding me?
So Wallace takes over at the 32. And a big hole for Starks. James Starks, touchdown, Green Bay.
This Packer running game is formidable. An array of different types of runs.
When we saw he graduated from college in 2004, we almost had a heart attack. Here's Johnson. And Chris into the secondary, and you can kiss it goodbye. That's how fast he is when he gets to the second level. 30-yard touchdown.
It's Rainey behind Laurie. Good hole. Rainey bounces it out, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Bobby Rainey.
Wildcat with Jennings. The fake to Holmes, and here he goes. Look at him run and off to the races. Swearinger is chasing. Joseph is chasing. Galloping, and down the stretch he goes. That is a Raider touchdown. 80-yard run out of the Wildcat.
Here we go. The late handoff. Tom Smith may break it. He's being chased. He's going all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. Anton Smith, 50-yard run for the touchdown.
Bears still without Lance Briggs. Charles Tillman. The toss to Austin, and then he spins to his right. So Tavon Austin is across midfield on the sidelines, and he will take it all the way for a Rams touchdown, 65 yards.
Anything with Larry Fitzgerald that ends with the name Larry Fitzgerald, that's a good thing.
We've got Cordero Patterson in the backfield, and he's still on his feet inside the 20, and he will race to the end zone. 33-yard touchdown run for Cordero Patterson. The first rushing touchdown of this wide receiver's career.
Caught 9 last week, so it's 3rd down and 1. And here is Jackson. Jackson through the middle and will score. And I have have to say it was a touchdown the Falcons needed badly. And in Buffalo territory is Matt Ryan as he flips to Smith. Antone Smith straight ahead, and Antone Smith will score. Already figuring in an end around on the opening kickoff to get to midfield. We're still early in the fourth and a first down at the 36. And here it is Spiller. Spiller with a first down. Look at those moves. Spiller has Woods in front of him, and he goes in for the touchdown.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rainey. Finds a gash, and Rainey's got plenty of real estate. Inside Buffalo territory. Can they get him? 10. One final move, and he's in. 80 yards.
That's 20, Raiders 3. Reese running hard, able to break tackles. He's in the clear. Puts the speed on. Touchdown, Oakland. What a move by Marcel Reese.
The game, I think, for the first time for Philadelphia, but they give to McCoy. Big hole, and the move! McCoy through the snow! Touchdown! A 40-yard jaunt for McCoy. Eagles at their own 43 on a first down. It's McCoy sprinting through the line. McCoy! LaShawn McCoy! And we're all tied! Play clock at 2. Get it off. It's Chris Polk through the line. Chris Polk is going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Given that easy stuff in terms of the intermediate passing game. Toby Gerhart in field goal range. And a lot more. Toby Gerhart. Touchdown, Vikings.
Bears will run a play. The 2-minute warning will stop it after a first down. And this is Michael Bush. And Bush is into the end zone. And that is a touchdown for the Bears, which will keep their playoff hopes alive. A 2-touchdown lead with a little more than 2 minutes to go.
From the 40, 2nd and 4. Zach Stacy has a first down. Zach Stacy is going to have a touchdown. Oh, my goodness.
Quality at the wide receiver, good tight end, and obviously outstanding back.
Charles again, and Charles with room on the right side, breaking free, and there he goes. 5, touchdown.
And he left a slew of Colts on the field.
Making one way, double reverse the other way. Into the hands of Stedman Bailey. Inside the 5, and a touchdown for Bailey. How about that?
Here's Williams. D'Angelo is gone. Touchdown.
Luck has already thrown the ball 26 times today. This is Brown. And Brown with room on the right side. Inside the 30. To the 10. Did he get there? Yes, touchdown.
Hard to see. Different defense. Here's Patterson trying to go outside on the pitch. Here's Patterson. Look at that speed. And he's in for the touchdown. Did he step out? No. Touchdown.
To finish up a quarterback. And of course, it was Vic who got hurt. He gives the ball to Look at this. Look at Bryce Brown. Bryce Brown. All the way to the end zone.
That Mike Vick is brilliant.
He's tremendous. I've never seen a guy hand off with such poise. 65 yards.
First down and 10 at midfield for the Vikings. Here's the pitch. Looks like they want to do something fancy. Patterson, will he throw it? No. He elects to run it. Gets a block.
Patterson outside, flag on the play. Patterson still on his feet, gets into the end zone for a touchdown, but will it stand?
And a first down for the Giants to mark it at the 49 of the Redskins, leading 10-6. And the end around to Jernigan. Jernigan looking for running room, gets it, first down, still going, inside the 20. Jernigan down the sideline is in for the touchdown.
Second and 5. No use making any changes. Give it to Blunt. Now it's a foot race. Blunt all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. LeGarrette Blunt takes it the distance.
This will bring us well, a first down run. Actually, he's going to take off with it. It's Ronnie Brown. Taking it home for the touchdown to put this game away.
Here's Lynch to the outside. Marshawn Lynch. Touchdown.
Blunt is in the backfield. Blunt has the handoff. And Blunt picking his way through. And there he goes. LeGarrette Blunt.
You run the ball enough.
It's Lynch. It's a first down. Marshawn is in for the touchdown.
Roethlisberger on again. Le'Veon Bell, the cut. Bell breaks a tackle. Bell trying to go all the way. Le'Veon Bell, touchdown, Steelers. What a run by Bell.
The defense isn't set yet.
50% on fourth downs last year. Sproles up the middle, first down and more. Darren Sproles off to the races. Can he get there? Yes, touchdown, Philadelphia.
His left ankle may get back in the game. William Hayes is in for him on first down for Darrell Patterson, and he's done the job as a ball carrier today for Darrell Patterson, still on his feet. What a move he makes, and he will score.
He lived in the East Bay area. Here are the Jets running and breaking free. It's Ivory. Ivory with a foot race. Ivory is all the way home for the touchdown.
So this is something that they're definitely going to have to do better at.
They pitch it to Percy Harvin. And that's a first down. Down the sideline goes Harvin. And he will go into the end zone. The electrifying Percy Harvin takes a pitch 51 yards.
Second and 4. Give it to Foster. Trying to get out left side. Find some room. First down, Foster. Arian Foster still going at the 10. Foster is in. Touchdown, Texans. A 41-yard run.
Crabtree has now caught 4 for 39 yards. And the game's only touchdown. The ground again, huge hole. Frank Gore off to the races. Frank Gore trying to get to the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, but there's a flag down. Flag is back at the 35-yard line.
Sunday, here we go.
2 minutes to go in the third, 2nd and 12, and Smith, blocker in front, already turns the corner. And Tampa is flat-footed. That is an embarrassment right there, as he takes it all the way to the house.
And he knows what it's like. He's been in that exact same position where they've questioned Michael Vick as the starter and looked for the backup.
How about Chris Johnson? He takes it all the way for a Jets touchdown. 35 yards.
Hand off, and turns the corner, and Todd Smith. He is going to score for the Falcons. A dash of 48 yards.
The longest run of his career, 21 yards. He'd gone for 17 on a couple of other occasions. 21 yards for Tony. And there goes Murray inside the 10, juking and faking and scoring.
2nd and 10 from the 27, and the pitch to Pierre Thomas. Thomas with a head of steam has a first down, and he scores for New Orleans.
Suffered that concussion. I'm sure this is a precaution.
Giovanni Bernard slips through. There goes Bernard. Giovanni Bernard all the way for a touchdown.
Injuryless this week, limited practice time. Millman bursting through the middle. Inside the 10, and now they have a rushing touchdown.
Great at the stop fade, breakaway speed. He can stretch it. He's not afraid to come across the middle.
He picked up the first, and now it is Foster, cuts to the outside, and Arian Foster is inside the 20, the 10, to the goal line. Touchdown.
Cody Davis, number 38, replaces him at free safety. It'll be a first down. On the 36 of the Rams, Jamal Charles breaks a tackle. Jamal Charles, first down and more. Inside the 15, inside the 10. He'll score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Great job right there, I tell you. You got to continue to run the football. This is the time.
He's thrown 2 interceptions in his last 8 pass attempts. First and 10, this is Hill. Come back inside Jaguars territory. One man to beat inside the 15. Still going, and he is in. Jeremy Hill, 60 yards to give the Bengals some breathing room.
You got all those parents at home wondering why they're spending that money to go into camps, and you got a guy that can throw like that.
How about Denard Robinson? He is inside the 10, the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown. 32-yard run. Denard Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the season.
Throws grass in the helmet.
And now a big hole opens up for Joseph Randle. Randle still going. He dives. Touchdown. "40 yards, Randle into the end zone."
And I'll be there with you. 1st and 10.
Breaking free is Murray. Murray's got a clear field ahead. Murray trying to take it. 90 yards. Touchdown, Raiders. Delay handoff to Matthews, and there he goes. Straight up the middle. Ryan Matthews is in for a Charger touchdown.
A running quarterback, but you do have to be able to pick up those kinds of yards when they're available. Here's McCoy. He's got a first down. LaShawn McCoy is gone for the touchdown. No flags.
And that same pace they were last week.
On 2nd and 2, it's Herron. Herron still going. One man to beat is Clark. And boom, Herron takes it all the way for a Colts touchdown, 49 yards.
Certainly a sleepy start for the Raiders. They arrived in town yesterday afternoon. They give it to Mason here. He's got a lot of room. Trey Mason off to the races across the 50. One man to beat. Mason to the house. 89 yards.
Titans have stopped a 3rd and 1. You try to do it again, Bob. By Williams and into the open field. And Andre Williams will race to the end zone. A touchdown, 49 yards.
And Carolina will travel to Atlanta on the final Sunday of the regular season as Stewart breaks free. And Jonathan Stewart is inside the 20, the 10, touchdown. He takes it all the way 69 yards.
Charles again. Cuts it back inside, and there he goes. Jamal Charles on his way to the end zone for the touchdown. 63 yards.
And again, the Titans come up a yard short on 4th and 2. First down for Jacksonville, and Todman is running free to the 30, to the 20, and it's touchdown Jacksonville. .62 yards for Jordan Todman.
It's going to be very important to this offense tonight.
On a give. Gore, the all-time leading rusher for the Niners. Stiff arm. Gore cuts it inside. Frank Gore is still going. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a run by Gore. 52-yard rip. Breaking tackles and taking it the distance. Kaepernick to throw it, or Willie. Kaepernick, long strides. Kaepernick with a flag down. Stutter step move. Kaepernick breaking to the clear. It's a foot race, and nobody will catch Colin Kaepernick. Touchdown on a 90-yard run. Penalty marker back at the 23.
Slide. 319. Man. 319 up.
The pitch to Lacy. And Manny Lacy on his way. Touchdown Packers.
The Bucs had this play.
Devontae Freeman the back. Give it to him on 2nd and 5. Freeman hurdles over a tackle. Freeman on his way. Touchdown.
It's remarkable poise for a guy his age.
Here's Lynch. Oh, some high stepping and some shifty maneuvering. And Peterson tries to strip and stay in bounds. Because if he stayed in bounds, he's going to go all the way. Marshawn Lynch, 79 yards, unless he stepped out.
Dane Sanzenbacher, the former Ohio State Buckeye, comes out as the third receiver. They run with the rookie Hill to the right, who's into the secondary, and there goes Jeremy Hill midfield, using Sanu, accelerating. Hill is gone. Touchdown.
Jeremy Hill shows his vision, speed, and strength.
Following the 4th and 1 stuff, Dolphins start this drive at the 3-yard line, and Lamar Miller off to the races. Miller at midfield, chased by Williams. Miller at the 10. Miller time, a 97-yard touchdown. And that run puts him over 1,000 for his season.
First time the backups are in. They played the starters all day long. Brandon Weeden in. Here's Randall, right up the gut. Backups in, same result, touchdown. 65 yards and no flags.
Andy just doing offense now. He said he was creative.
As Charles has a huge lane inside the 20. Walker's in front, and he's in for the touchdown. And you were talking about Jeremy Maclin. He threw a pivotal block that helped get Charles into the end zone.
So it's 2nd down and 12. And there he is again. Matt Jones. This is Matt Jones. And Jones down the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins.
I formation behind Weeden. Here's Randall right side. Good play up front. It was Durant. Couldn't bring him down. And Randall's going to cruise for the touchdown.
First and 10 at the 43 of San Diego. Peterson, stiff arm, outside. Peterson, Adrian Peterson cutting to the clear. Peterson is gone. Touchdown Vikings.
Now when you... The Dolphins still have all 3 timeouts. It's Williams getting downhill. The rookie stumbles into the end zone. His 3rd rushing touchdown in as many games in the NFL. 41 yards for Buffalo.
I gotta tell you, Shady McCoy.
His kicker said, hey, it's all right. We need you later.
Ronnie Hillman in the game at tailback for the first time. Gets it. Sweep left. Good hole. Oh, look at this. Off to the races. Hillman. 72-yard touchdown. Peterson. Oh, he's got that and more. Adrian Peterson. Goodbye.
Got Rawls in at tailback. He gets it. Cuts it back. And a good run by Rawls out across midfield. Inside the 35 and still going for the touchdown.
Hostile environment, winning 2 games, and now going back at home, trying to close it out. Ellington, nice job dancing around. Ellington at the 10. Ellington in the end zone for the touchdown. 63 yards. Welcome back, Andre Ellington.
2nd and 10. Starks spins away and has an open field. Look at Starks go inside the 30. He's got a blocker down there. Is Janitz, who shields the defender. And Starks takes it the distance. 65 yards.
2nd down and 6. Blunt again. Blunt runs through a big hole. Inside the 10. Chase down. Too late. Touchdown Patriots.
So much for that.
38 yards for a guy who has just killed the Colts in the last couple of seasons.
3rd down 1, Yeldon. Blocked by Julius Thomas. There was a block inside thrown by Beatles. And it's a touchdown run by Yeldon. 28 yards.
As they will continue to look at J.J. Watt. 2nd and 4 here. Tannehill under center. This is Miller. Another wide open seam. Miller still going. Plenty of open grass in front of him. 20, 10, touchdown Miami. 85 yards.
He's a good one.
2nd and 7, and now cutting it back is Matthews. And Matthews into Carolina territory. Out in front. Touchdown Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews goes 63 yards.
Todd Gurley back in the game, and here's what the Rams wanted from him. Todd Gurley. Touchdown. Who's going to be the player to break out?
Here is McCoy. 1st and 10. McCoy, 1st down and more. Still going. 20, 10, 5, and he's in. 48 yards as McCoy gets Buffalo into the end zone. Denarius Moore wearing 17 for Buffalo. Split out top of your picture on 3rd and 12. Here's Williams. Finds the same. Williams going downhill. 10, 5, and he's in.
understanding the situation, not letting the receiver get behind him. It's a huge play.
Adrian Peterson is loose.
See ya.
I don't think anybody will catch up to Adrian Peterson. It's a Viking touchdown of 80 yards.
But right now, first things first on a 3rd down and 4 from the 48. And they run a draw with Ellington, and he's going to get the first down and stay in bounds and go all the way to the end zone for the touchdown on a 3rd down and 4.
Sitting on that wild card. Peterson, left side. Peterson still going. Touchdown.
Now they're just trying to climb back to 500. And again, Ivory sidestepping, stays on his feet. Ivory breaks another tackle. Chris Ivory, what a run! Touchdown, Jets! Spectacular. Chris Ivory, 31 yards.
Instead of toss, Anderson, he'll get it, and plenty more. C.J. Anderson is going to go all the way, and the Denver Broncos win the game.
Kerwin Williams through the hole, and Kerwin Williams is in for a Cardinal touchdown.
For the Jags, 3rd down and 7. And they're coming. Postlesny and Smith. Mariota out of it, and he can fly. Plenty for a first, plenty more to the 40. Mariota got his eyes on the end zone. Can he finish? At the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Mariota. 87-yard run.
3rd down and 3. Galbert picks up another first down with his feet. Still going. Galbert will take it all the way into the end zone for a 49ers touchdown. 44 yards.
Starks, room to run. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You run that go route, you want to slip that defender to the outside, not the inside.
Miller got out of the tackle from Jason Pierre-Paul, and he's going to go to the end zone for a touchdown. Pierre-Paul had one arm. He couldn't get that other arm to wrap him, and Miller takes it 38 yards for the score.
West, Sherman the block, and there he goes! Chased by Smith, he will take it to the house! What a play! 38-yard touchdown Gallup, a career long. And the Chiefs have scored first.
3rd down and 1. The handoff to Gillislee, and he will pick up a first down and more. Mike Gillislee will take it all the way 60 yards for a Buffalo touchdown.
How good this guy has been, but Luke Kuechly, the quarterback of this defense, would be a hard one for me not to vote for. Jennings has got a first down and a touchdown. And this one isn't over yet.
David Johnson cuts it back and is able to slip away from everybody. And look at this run. David Johnson ran through the entire Eagle defense all the way to the end zone. Yeah, the officials confer. He gets across the goal line. Wow.
Replaces him on the defensive line. And on first down, a running play to Frank Gore. Gore finds some running room with a great juke there. Stays on his feet, and Frank Gore will score. Frank Gore, who was injured the last time he came in as a visiting player.
2nd and 5. It's Gillislee, and he will pick up a Buffalo first down and more. Gillislee, a 60-yard touchdown run last week, and here he goes for 50.
But he certainly, before this thing is up, he's going to have to make some big ones.
And McKinnon's going to break one. He may break it all the way. Jerick McKinnon in a foot race, and he'll win that one for a touchdown. That's 68 yards.
C.J. Anderson in the back, not much in the run game tonight. Anderson changing that here. C.J. Anderson gives the Broncos the lead. Touchdown!
C.J. Anderson came out of nowhere last year for close to 900 yards. He's been battling an ankle injury, missed the Raider game,
but not much at all.
First carry for DeMarco Murray up the middle, first down and more. Being chased by Brandon Merriweather, and Murray will take it all the way 54 yards for a Philadelphia touchdown.
And out of the I formation, it is Hill for a first down and more. Inside the 20 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Jeremy Hill.
Well, that takes that last decision totally out of the equation, huh, guys?
Can't turn the ball over. That's been the problem twice thus far. They give it to the fullback, and Janovich's first carry in the National Football League is a touchdown. Gary Kubiak has to be laughing to himself.
What's up? Jalen Richard. He's loose. Jalen Richard. It's going to be a touchdown, Raiders. 75 yards.
They've really only slightly changed the way they prepared for this game. Really, it's just a different quarterback paying Hugh Jackson's offense.
And he was solid on the opening drive, and a great start to the second drive. Crowell breaks free. Isaiah Crowell. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns, 85 yards.
It all begins with college football today. 1st and 15.
Keeping it. The set. To the 10. To the end zone. The rookie takes it home for the touchdown.
So quickly, but you'd like him to take advantage of the opportunity, and that is exactly what he's doing.
Here's Glenn.
Blood breaking it inside the 20 and all the way home for the touchdown. And stops to pose for a picture.
It's pretty crazy. And so after the 34-yard play, it's a 1st and 10. You can see our first carry to Michael sprinting through the hole. Christian Michael. Touchdown.
From the 40, their first drive of the second half.
Begins with Elliott breaking it into the secondary, and it's a foot race, and he will not be touched.
So instead of a loss of 11, it's a 1st and 10. Huge turnaround in his first quarter. Little pitch play end around. This is Darius Hayward-Bay breaking free. Still going 15-10, and he's in for the Steelers touchdown. 60 yards on the end around.
They are a strong playoff candidate in the AFC. Here's Gillislee breaking it. Gillislee will score another Bills touchdown.
Entering the day 1-4. There's Ajayi breaking free again, and this will put it on ice. 62 yards for the Dolphins touchdown.
42. Jets showing blitz and bring pressure. It's David Johnson. Beautiful cut. David Johnson off to the races.
He will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
For Cleveland. 3 on the ground, 4 through the air. 8th play of the drive. Hogan doesn't see anybody, steps up, has some room to run. Inside the 20, still on his feet. Cuts back. Kevin Hogan dives. And he's in. Touchdown. What a run by Kevin Hogan. His first NFL touchdown.
For his defense to come up with a big play here. It's Coleman. Big hole. Coleman breaks it outside, hits for the end zone. Touchdown.
It's for the Buccaneers.
Yeah. Here we go.
Barber. And Peyton Barber. There he goes. Into the end zone. It's a Buck score. 44 yards for number 43.
Powell in 3rd and 10. Getting a block from Johnson. And look at this run. Look at that block by Marshall. Over the pylon. It is a touchdown. 35-yard touchdown run. Bilal Powell.
180. Forte. Running room. Left side. To the 10. The 5. Touchdown.
Ingram through a hole. Mark Ingram. Buffet, the only one to catch him. And Mark Ingram is going all the way for a Saints touchdown. 75 yards.
From the 25-yard line. And DeMarco Murray breaks free across midfield. One man to beat. Inside the 20. And he will take it all the way 75 yards on the first play from scrimmage for the Tennessee Titans.
15 yards here. It's Elliott. Elliott for the touchdown. No flags. Cowboys lead. 9 seconds left.
He's only worried about one thing, his football team today.
2nd and 2. And Kosar with a nice wiggle, and he takes off down the sideline. It's a chase. McLeod will not get there. No flag. 72 yards.
First time since week 4 in London, the Jaguars have had a halftime lead. McCoy on first down, has some room. LaShawn McCoy off to the races, chased by Cyprien. McCoy will go the distance, 75 yards.
That's it, Blunt in the eye. They'll run it, Blunt, right side, a lot of room. LeGarrette Blunt, full force forward, inside the 10. Touchdown!
Justin Colquitt's kick.
Well, and I think this is the right decision.
Oh,
They're going for the fake.
And right up the middle. Albert Wilson. Wilson to the 10, the 5, touchdown.
What a gutsy call.
There of Rawls as well.
There's Rawls again to the outside. Rawls inside the 30. Inside the 10, touchdown Seattle.
Man.
Yeah, 6.5
right
years.
back and gets hurt here, so he is not used to being injured.
Right. This is Lockett. And he stays, we think, in bounds. And if he didn't step out of bounds somewhere along the line, he has gone all the way to the end zone. Tyler Lockett, that would be 75 yards, skirts the sideline.
28 touchdowns and 28 career games. This is 29th game in the NFL. And they hand it on a receiver running around. J.J. Nelson is loose. And J.J. Nelson will tie this game, pending the extra point.
Where? No, sorry, that's Tyreek Hill. And Hill breaking free. Tyreek Hill. 30. 10. Touchdown.
tailback, number 32. Give it to Michael. Running right, sprints through. Look at Christian Michael. Breaking a tackle. Touchdown.
Direct snap with Palmer at bottom of the screen as your receiver. And it is Kerwin Williams who ran this 3 times last week. And there he goes. Kerwin Williams. It's going to be a Cardinal touchdown. Might be wondering why the crowd was so excited. They were just putting it on a tee for Devontae Freeman into the end zone. What a day for Freeman. Over 100 rushing yards and now 3 touchdowns.
Kenyon Drake in the backfield. Drake with the handoff. And goes the other way. Lots of running room in that direction. Down the sideline for the touchdown.
A huge first down is right. You can feel the air just sucked out of this building. And now Coleman inside the 30, and he will take it the distance for a touchdown. What a difference one single play can make.
Here's Brown. Mac Brown. And Brown in a foot race. 3 Bears are chasing him. And they're not going to get him. No. Touchdown, Mac Brown.
For Jared Goff. Inside handoff, Tavon Austin, who's got a block. Austin, and into the end zone for a touchdown, LA Rams.
From the world headquarters of Pro Football Focus in Greater Cincinnati. Tyreek Hill to the outside. He goes down the sideline. Tyreek Hill out in front. Can they catch him? No, they cannot. He's done it again. 70 yards.
Over his last 2 seasons at Mississippi State. And for a while he had the Bulldogs #1 in the country. Here's Elliott into the secondary. Glover Quinn trying to run him down and running out of time. It's a touchdown for Elliott.
Their first points, and we are inside of 6 minutes before halftime. One play called. This is Grant off to a foot race. 20, and he will score. Corey Grant on a 57-yard sprint.
Back to work. From their 25-yard line. And Freeman found a hole. He's across midfield. Devontae Freeman inside the 20, the 10. Touchdown. 75 yards.
First down on 3rd and 15, 1:03 remaining. Watson protected, escaping, gonna run for it. You get a block on the edge, he's gonna get there. First down and more. And Deshaun Watson inside the 10, into the end zone for a touchdown. 49 yards.
Take that, Geno Atkins.
Right open, puts it right on him.
The fire hydrant, Charles. That's where we heard
Isn't that out of bounds?
Close. A big run. It's Hunt coming to life. Kareem Hunt all the way. Touchdown, Kansas City. Little delay to Thompson. Got a nice block, and it springs into the open field. Thompson inside the 20. And a touchdown for Thompson. "61-yard run for Thompson."
Cordero Patterson flanks Carr. He gets the call. Cordero Patterson. It's a foot race. Patterson takes it all the way for the touchdown. Finishing running style will wear out a defense as the game goes on. Pitch it. Richard. Jalen Richard busting to the clear. Richard high kicks it into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders.
Richard with the rip.
They'll run it. Murray tries to get to the corner. Does. DeMarco Murray still inbounds. DeMarco Murray breaks free. Inside the 20. Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt with 101 yards and more. And there he goes. Hold on to your hats. He's done it again. Long touchdown run. Kareem Hunt, 69 yards. His third 53-plus yard touchdown of his career.
Right there at fullback. Big man. Caught a pass last week. It's Bilal Powell on first down. Powell getting across to 30. They say he wasn't down. Powell still going. Nobody touched him. Powell to the end zone.
Put a lot of money on that offensive line, too. 3 first-round picks. Seconds, it's Mariota. Look at him fly to the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. 34-yard run. Marcus Mariota.
33 yards rushing. His career high is 149. This time it's McGuire on the carry. And McGuire has got some room. Will they get him? McGuire will go. Touchdown, Jets. 69 yards. His first NFL touchdown.
Austin Eckler breaks the tackle, gets a first down, still going. Austin Eckler at the 10-5, he'll score. Touchdown, Chargers.
You see Russell Wilson make that throw down the boundary, know that he does it better than anybody.
And on 2nd and 13, Eddie Lacy. It's McKissick for the touchdown. McKissick goes in for the score. J.D. McKissick, who was just activated.
3rd and 2, 18 consecutive runs. And this one made all the way. Fournette to the house. He's chased by Davis. And Leonard Fournette racing 90 yards. And Shad Khan, their owner,
to put pressure on Jared Goff.
On 3rd and 11, run play. This is Austin. Plenty of daylight. Austin into the end zone for the Rams touchdown. 27 yards on the burst.
Against these linebackers that can't communicate. Great job by the Vikings.
And the toss to McKinnon. Good blocking. McKinnon on his way. Amukamara couldn't get him. Fuller is too late. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That's great coaching by Pat Shurmur and the Vikings offensive staff.
380.
Leonard Fournette. And Fournette is off. And here is Leonard Fournette. And he'll score.
He brings a great passion. The entire building picked up this week. Here's Peterson up the middle, and he will take it all the way for an Arizona touchdown, 27 yards.
Wait, he told you that himself?
A couple times.
2nd down and 2. Patterson end around. Hold on, here he goes. Weaving, running, touchdown. Cordero Patterson. Electrifying.
Henry. Yeah. Henry. Game over. Henry. Oh, Henry. Will he score or will he go down? He's going to score. Take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. 72 yards.
These set it downs for the Packers. It's Jones up the middle, inside the 30, and he will take it all the way. 46 yards for a Packers touchdown.
So now on first down at the Baltimore 29. Murray running room, left side, 10, 5, touchdown.
Second down and 8.
Green 80. Green is up.
Here's Yeldon. TJ Yeldon into the open field. He may go untouched from here on in. Inside the 10. Dives to the pylon. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 58 yards.
Running play for Gordon. Trying to loop around. Finds an opening, and there goes Gordon. Down the sideline. Does Gordon have enough speed to take it all the way? Melvin Gordon. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. 87-yard rip.
Oakland has 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here is McCoy up the middle with some room. McCoy, he is gone. Touchdown, Buffalo, and that'll do it. Ajayi, we were told would line up for about 12 plays. This is a big one.
Ajayi looking for the angle. Ajayi dives. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi in his Philadelphia debut.
We saw the Chargers kickoff man shielding his eyes. So now
it's a fake. It's Corey Grant up the middle. He's got the first down and more. Grant still going at the 30. Cuts back at the 20. Grant at the 10. 5. Touchdown. The Jags fooling their way in the end zone again. A 56-yard run.
Nelson has basically played a regular season full of games in his career against Chicago, 16 of them. And Montgomery into the open field, and he is headed to the end zone. Ty Montgomery. A 37-yard touchdown.
And a touchdown for Kamara. Drew Brees with a rushing touchdown as Daniel hands it off, and Edmonds will take it all the way. Trey Edmonds, his first NFL score, and a record 6th rushing touchdown for the New Orleans Saints.
Wanda.
Matt Breida slices through the Giants defense. And Breida, that's going to be a 49er touchdown.
When he decided to return to Carolina, that this team is a Super Bowl contender. 3rd down and 1. Look out. Running room for Kenyon Drake.
They catching him.
They do, but it's too late. In the end zone. Touchdown. 66 yards and no flags on the play.
Points per game, total yards per game, the rushing yards per game, the big difference. And here's more. Ingram. What a move. Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans.
In 2 games after he had a season high, 151. And he's got inside the 20. McCoy has a Buffalo touchdown.
Way to hold that. That was well done, Chris.
You never know what to call based on personnel. Kamara, look at Kamara go. Look at Kamara past the 50 and racing down the sideline. They can't get him. He breaks it for the touchdown. 74 yards. The longest play of the rookie's career.
The dying cockroach, you hope he falls over the top of you.
Tough images here, Mark, you're given.
Kenyon Drake breaks a tackle, gets inside the 30, racing to the end zone, and Kenyon Drake scores.
This is a 3rd and 5. The pitch for Henry, and he's going to get the first down and more. Henry off to the races down the sideline. Can they catch him? They won't.
Brady sent in an extra lineman, Adal Alexander, and Lynch picks up a first down and more. Marshawn Lynch will go all the way, 50 yards for a Raiders touchdown.
3rd and 1. And they run it straight ahead. Oh, breaking it. No one in the secondary. It's going the distance. Jonathan Stewart. 60 yards.
Special thanks to Russ Malloy and Janet O'Leary. 2nd down and 5. Oh, there's a run here by Ingram. Off to the races. Over 1,000, and there he goes. Did he get in? Did he step out? Touchdown. A gallop of 50 for Mark Ingram.
3rd and 20 now. They'll just run it to Gurley. He's got a monster hole. Todd Gurley. He's got the first and more. Todd Gurley all the way.
3rd down and 2. Freeman already over 150 total yards and much more, and a huge touchdown for Atlanta.
Great call by Steve Sarkisian. I call it bunch crunch.
Wally is in at right tackle for the Jets. Take the jet sweep. Instead, it's a toss for Powell. He's got the angle. Powell. He's got blockers. Powell working the sidelines. Powell goes all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
100% completion if he's going to throw.
They've got to get to the 22 to pick up the first. They flip it to Breida. Got some room on that left side. First down, and he's gone. Ball game. The icing on the cake for San Francisco on Christmas Eve.
Darkwa on the carry. Giants leading pressure. With a good run, he breaks a tackle. Turns it into a race for the goal line. Darkwa going all the way. Touchdown.
But there is without a doubt that he has been a big factor in the last part of the season.
It'll end the round play. This is Darius Hayward-Bay finding the edge. He's still going. 5, and he's into the end zone for the Steelers touchdown. 29 yards to get Pittsburgh on the board early.
So we are seeing Kareem Hunt here early on, the rookie out of Toledo. Big hole up the middle, breaking tackles all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
He started off the season doing it against New England, finishing up doing it against Denver.
Kansas City did not have a first down in the 3rd quarter. They had just 6 yards. The Titans had the ball for nearly 11 minutes. Henry ripping through. Henry inside the 20. Henry inside the 5. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's a great job by Marcus Mariota.
Watching Odell Beckham play.
Gain of 7, Beckham's 8th reception. Now Barkley up the middle, cuts to the outside. Saquon Barkley across midfield, down the sideline, stayed in bounds, and Barkley takes it all the way. 68 yards for his first NFL touchdown.
They'll rebound from this.
Powell hands it off to Crowell. The burst across midfield. Streaking down the sideline, Isaiah Crowell puts more on the board for New York, 62 yards.
You go back and you read about the way this young man grew up and try to put yourself in that position. And here he is, off to the races. He has one defender to beat. He's going to cut it back to the inside. Yes, he will, and that is a touchdown.
Around the line of scrimmage. There he is.
1st and 10. It's Emmanuel Sanders with a lot of room to run. Sanders at the 20 with a blocker in front. Sanders to the house for a touchdown. 35 yards.
In his hits. He's been kicking it well. Full adversity there on that first kick.
First carry of the game for Nick Chubb. Chubb is inside the 30, the 20, and he takes it all the way, 63 yards, the rookie out of Georgia for a Browns touchdown.
Maybe Hugh Jackson should have got him some more carries earlier in the year. God.
Now Chubb in for Hyde. As Mayfield gets it into the hands of Chubb. His third carry today. His first one was a big one, and so is this one. Chubb takes it all the way. His second touchdown. His first went for 63. This one, 41 yards.
Reeves gives it to Kamara. He's got a huge opening. And he's able to get past the secondary and take off for his third touchdown of the game.
We talked about him gliding earlier.
And a return of 28 yards. Handoff here to Michel. Sony Michel with a stiff arm. Sideline. Touchdown.
Isaiah Crowell in the backfield. Crowell has room. Nice cut by Crowell. Crowell chewing up yards down the sideline. Isaiah Crowell could go. Touchdown, Jets.
Just unable to make a play. It's a good individual play by Beckham to get it.
Here's Barkley making a cut. He's gone. No flags. Touchdown, Giants.
Each can do different things. Second down and 10 from the 46. Here's Kenyon Drake, first one. And now Drake trying to make a move to the end zone, and he is close. Touchdown.
Up right now with Dalvin Cook down. Rookie free agent out of Cincinnati, Boone, and then Thomas. And now back to Latavius Murray sniffing the end zone, and he will get there. 38-yard touchdown run for Latavius Murray.
Read it and be aggressive.
He was a Pro Bowler a couple years ago, but he's had some difficult moments this year. Short pitch to Coleman, and look at this hole. Tevin Coleman scoring. It's Peterson, big hole, first down and more, still going. Adrian Peterson inside the 20, the 10, touchdown, 64 yards.
Ready, go. Little delay and big running room. And headed to the end zone is Aaron Jones. And how about the block delivered by the former Ohio State Buckeye Corey Linsley to spring Jones loose.
Mostert gets it on a toss, running right. No pursuit. Mostert inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. What a night. With the rookie Mike McGlinchey supplying the convoy to the end.
On the field for Tampa Bay. Off the fake to McCaffrey. Moore pitches it back to Samuel. Newton leading the way for Curtis Samuel. Cuts it back inside. Samuel still on his feet inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown. What a play.
Robert Foster was called up off the practice squad yesterday. Play clock, they just get it off. And a handoff to McCoy with some room. McCoy inside the 10, 5, and he is in. Touchdown! 2 plays, 6 points for Buffalo.
The running back coach here, it seems to me like he should have been working with the quarterbacks all along here.
On second down, it's Chubb. Nick Chubb across the 40. One man to beat. Still going. Chubb will take this all the way. 92 yards for a Browns touchdown. The longest run in Cleveland Browns franchise history.
Longest play of the day for Denver on a fake punt. First down, Philip Lindsay back in. Lindsay waits, great patience. Lindsay cutting to the outside. He's got blazing speed, and he's gone. Touchdown, Broncos. Tasmanian Devil running free for 41.
Second down and 4. Handoff is to Adams. Josh Adams for the touchdown.
You could say that's Drew Brees, but right now that could be anybody.
Barkley again with a big hole, and he's into the open field. One man to beat inside the 10, and Barkley to the end zone, a touchdown for the Giants. What a player, what a player, what a player he is.
Handoff in the exchange in that moment.
So now Lamar Miller able to get out of the hole. Miller, could he? Vaccaro's chasing. Lamar Miller all the way, wire to wire. 97 yards of glory.
He leads the league in yards per catch, 19.7. Here's Lindsey, a wide open piece of real estate. Lindsey showing the wheels, and he will score.
Eagles with the Cowboys. He's back. Adrian Peterson is going to help him. Look at the 33-year-old Adrian Peterson. A 90-yard touchdown. And with that comes history for AD all day.
There's already been one safety in this half. Drive starts at the 1 and looking for a little breathing room, and they get that and plenty more. Derrick Henry still going. Stays in bounds. He might go. 99 yards for the touchdown. Unbelievable.
Cody Kessler said, "Thank you very much."
We may have the time for you to go through it. Here's Henry. What a night. Henry. He is gone for the touchdown. His 4th.
Here we are. This is a one-week season. That's how they're viewing this against New England.
Former Patriot Brandon Bolden, the speed from Bolden, unlikely touchdown for Miami. 54 yards.
Giants protecting a 10-0 lead. Barkley straight ahead with a big hole. And running through is Saquon Barkley. And he's going in for a Giants touchdown. 78 yards. That deserves a wow.
All right, Evan, Balaj in there to open up this second half. Tannehill is 6 of 12 for 52 yards. The call is to Balaj. Big hole, and Balaj down the sideline. He will go. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Because it's not the talent. There's no question they have superior talent.
Here's Coleman, broken tackle, still going. Tevin Coleman all the way, 43 yards for a Falcons touchdown.
You want to know one way to get it back? Find a run game.
With a couple of scores. Try it again. On the rollout, the pump. Now he's going to run with it. He's got room. Cuts it to 5. Touchdown, Josh Allen.
Get him to go block somebody.
Damian Williams is a good story. They toss it back here to Hill. Around the corner, he goes. Tyreek Hill to the end zone. Touchdown. 36 yards for a guy who can score anytime.
Gurley. Lot of room. Inside the 20. He is gone. Touchdown, Rams.
is what some of these other backs are getting, because we've got an entire team we're trying to spread the money around to. So it's just a matter of them coming to terms on what happened.
Look at Marlon Mack go up the sideline. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. No penalty flags.
Well, and that was the answer they needed.
63 yards.
118.
Barkley again. Barkley, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Giants.
But I don't know if they expected to be down this big, this fast. Dalvin Cook, that's what he can do. There he goes. Dalvin Cook, all the way in for a Viking touchdown.
Quickly back up to the line. It's Penny, stutter step with Wilson leading the way. Rashad Penny inside the 10, touchdown. Penny takes it 37 yards into the end zone.
This was just waiting to happen.
Tight end, transition to the offensive line. He's done all right for himself. McCaffrey picks up the first down, has some room, makes a man miss. Christian McCaffrey in the open field, inside the 30, inside the 20. McCaffrey touchdown. 76 yards for CMC.
Card is 40. After an 18-yard touchdown pass, it's an end around. It goes off to Trevor Davis with the blocker ahead. He's got Miller. He got a block from Waller, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. 60-yard run in his Raider debut. Trevor Davis.
1st and 15. Chubb. Chubb with running room. Chubb to the 40. On his way to the end zone. Yards. 2nd and 8. The give coming around this side is Steven Sims, and Sims still on the loose and down the sideline. Steven Sims going to go all the way to the end zone. No flags.
Now, week 17, got a chance last year and hasn't looked back. He is 3-0 as a starter. Hands it off to McCaffrey. There he goes. It's a C-Mac attack. McCaffrey, one man to beat. McCaffrey all the way. His 3rd touchdown.
And they pitch it to Edmonds, who cuts it back to the outside, and he turns a corner, and Edmonds is going to find the end zone. No penalty flags on the field. That is a 37-yard run by Edmonds, his first touchdown of this season.
Bonifon remains the running back on 1st and 10. He gets the call. Up the middle, Bonifon. Reggie Bonifon off to the races. Are you kidding me? Reggie, Mr. October for Carolina.
We got a word for that. It's called preseason football. Now they're undefeated. It's in there in October. And he's got this running game working, as you see, with Matt Breida. And look at the speed on Breida. What a way to start it. 83-yard touchdown.
From their own 35, Sanders bursting through, the rookie from Penn State. All the way in. Touchdown, Eagles.
1st down and 5, 2 minutes to play. And here is Tevin Coleman by the burst. Coleman racing to the end zone. Tevin Coleman with his 3rd touchdown of the game. 49ers. And here's McCaffrey, has a blocker in front of him, and it's Olsen, the tight end. He has a first down, and McCaffrey, still on his feet, goes in for the touchdown. Good block by Greg Olsen, the tight end. 19 of 23 for 178 yards for Garoppolo, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Mostert with a break through the play, and Mostert's going to sail into the end zone for another 49er touchdown. And the beat goes on here in Santa Clara. 41 yards for Mostert. Second touchdown of the year.
In the game, he's only got 2 catches for 40 yards, so a big impact early. He's been very quiet, and there he is. They'll run here for a big gain. Oh, look at this! Damian Williams! All the way! Touchdown!
McCaffrey right up the middle, and he is gone for the touchdown. 58 yards.
Adoree Jackson nearly caught him, but
Nick Boyle run the seam route down the middle of the field.
It's a second down and 3. Jackson takes it himself. Look at him dart back and forth. Oh! He broke his ankles. Now he's got an entourage, and he's got a touchdown. He is Houdini. What a play. 47-yard touchdown run by the magical quarterback, Lamar Jackson.
January of 2018. 2nd and 5. Oh, Henry stepping through a tackle, and he's taken off. Ward is chasing after him. He won't get there. Touchdown, Tennessee. 68 yards.
And they keep pressure on the New England Patriots as well for that overall 1 seed. Gus Edwards. Big run. The Gus bus goes all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Penny gets through. Rashad Penny into open field. Is he going to get there? Still on his feet. Touchdown! 58 yards for Rashad Penny.
At the 26-yard line. Henry, running lane. Henry, turning on the speed. Derrick Henry, stiff arm. Henry, another. Oh, he's done it again. Oh, Henry. Touchdown, Titans. You knew it.
as you see Breeze on the sideline, 3rd and 1. And Hill will run
That's
for
a touchdown. They're
all
not
of
going
it.
to catch him.
Taysom Hill touchdown.
This is really well done by Sean Payton.
Mostert going to get it, going to run right, and going to have a big run down to the 10, makes a move, and he's in for the touchdown. A 40-yard run for Raheem Mostert, his 3rd of the year.
So it is Patriots football, 1st down and 10 at the Cincinnati 34. Here's another former Bengal, Rex Burkhead. Nice moves! Rex to the house! In his old house, Rex Burkhead.
2nd down at 6. Chubb again. Chubb's got the 1st down. Hurdles over a defender inside the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland!
With basically the division on the line as Pollard is able to get loose, stays in bounds for the touchdown.
When you have your mom fly in and make you breakfast every day and wrap your presents. There's Barkley at a 32-yard run, and this one's going for longer than that. Inside the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, 6 for Saquon.
On the toss. This is A.J. Brown still going. Inside the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown. 49 yards. Clock winding down. The handoff to Alvin Kamara. He's inside the 20, and Kamara is in for a Saints touchdown. 40 yards. His first score since week 3.
Well, Alvin Kamara's got to be wondering when this was going to finally happen for him. Been so long.
Kenyon Drake, room to run. He's got a first down. Drake across midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Kenyon Drake. He's in for a touchdown.
Seed in the NFC, and with a loss, the Vikings would be the number 6.
Jones, look at that balance. Aaron Jones, see ya.
This offense has really been sitting a long time. First and 10, Damian Williams, blocked by Kelsey, blocked by Withrow. Oh, and he spins free. There he goes. It's a foot race. Perriman trying to get him. There he goes for 6. Galloping 84 yards.
Future's going to be. Unrestricted free agent to be. Here's Elliott on 2nd and 4. First down and more. Stays upright. Touchdown, Elliott.
Offensive staff for the Eagles this year.
All right, now the Giants' turn to try and answer. And here's Saquon Barkley. And he is off to the races. The 30, the 20. Saquon for 6.
Everybody who we are. We're a physical football team, and that's something to the culture of your team.
8 for the title, and he's going to break it on a big one. He's going to get the title by a mile as Henry takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Jim, never a doubt he was going to have a big one broke late in this game. You were on it.
It should have been a first rounder. 2nd and 4. Play fake, then a little toss to Samuel. Juszczyk is out in front. Samuel down the sideline, spinning his way inbounds into the end zone. Debo Samuel Juszczyk out in front, 30-yard gain, and that drive started at their own 6.
Second and 10 as that Tennessee defense drops back. As Long who tried to make a diving tip, at Mahomes who tiptoes inside the 10. Still knocked out. Oh, what a run! Out of this world! Touchdown, Kansas City.
I tell you, from the second quarter of last week when they scored 7 straight possessions.
It's George Kittle at the bottom.
Somehow the handoff into the arms of Mostert. He's gone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Shut that play down. Obviously now 2nd and 6. Williams makes a cut and will roll into the end zone for the touchdown. No flags.